Welcome to what are we playing? We're playing Pirates of Drinax. Yes, it is Wednesday night. Pirates of Drinax. Uh, we're down a couple players. Glenn, we don't know where Glenn is. Hopefully he'll pop in. Wes, who normally plays Ting, is in the hospital still because he had a heart attack last week, and so we're wanting everybody to send or to think good thoughts and um, send him your good wishes. We will be picking up where we left off last week with just Cameron and Devin playing the characters Jace and Darren. We are in the midst of doing naval stuff, and these guys went out on a kind of a side trek with Lieutenant Commander Gilgabrota, who is a part of naval intelligence, and he needed crew for his ship, which is a fleet courier, because getting out here, he pushed his crew so hard that there were no breaks, and they came all the way from the Spinward Marches, and so um, even with the fleet courier's jump capability, that still was quite taxing on his crew, and so he brought these guys on. It was a voluntary mission. These guys agreed to do it, and they went to Dostoevsky to pick up some classified orders and some scientists, xenobiologists, and things of that nature. Uh, that they've actually met one of the xenobiologists, and they know that the xenobiologist is looking forward to spending some time on Tick Tick, something to do with this interdiction. Beyond that, they're not too sure what exactly Gerbroda's top secret mission orders are, um, but that may change. Before we get started, we would like to thank a friend of the Greenwater Guildhall. None of these are sponsorships or partnerships of any kind. They are just products that we really like. And tonight, we would like to thank Fable Beard Company. Fable Beard makes wonderful beard products, such as oils, balms, butters, beard wash, beard conditioner. They have a women's line for hair products and shave accessories, things like that, under the FableBeauty.com label. And all of their scent profiles are a different fantasy character. Tonight I'm wearing Dr. Wolf's, what is this? Dr. Wolf Beard Butter. And it smells of a light blueberry and a hint of pipe tobacco. But they have many, many different scents, and I recommend you go through all of them. Just peruse their site until you find one that sounds good to you. They have a lot of seasonal scents. Right now, they just came out with one. I don't remember its name. I want to say it's like the American or the American Hero for 4th of July. And it's got, lemonade and gunpowder and all sorts of stuff in it. And if you, every time I say, they have one that smells like gunpowder, everybody's like, "What?" And I'm like, "No, gunpowder smells really good. Like if you ever smelled it, it smells quite good. It is a very distinct scent. But yeah, they put very little into it. I'll say that. Uh, they have a buy one get one free for new customers. So if you go to their website and create an account at fablebeardco.com, you can put 2 beard oils into your cart, and when you check out, if you use the code FIRST in all capital letters, you'll get that second beard oil for free. We also have a merch store via Zazzle. It helps us with all the little things like our Roll20 subscription and our Incarnate Map subscription, things like that are just a couple of examples. And we've got T-shirts and hoodies and pins and or buttons rather, and there's a beer stein and all sorts of cool stuff on there. And so if you go get yourself a hoodie or a T-shirt or a button, that will help us out greatly, and we appreciate everything you do for us. All right, so if I remember correctly, his character is named Happy.
Yeah.
We will remove Happy for now. So both of you roll 2d plus your luck modifier.
Shit. I don't think I rolled that.
We didn't
Oh, you didn't do that? Okay,
do
just
that
roll a d.
section.
Just roll it. Each of you just roll a d6.
1d6?
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled 2, so 1.
3.
So Darren, you have bridge duty. Not that there's a whole lot to do because you were only on Dostoevsky for a couple of hours, and picked up these scientists, and Lieutenant Commander Gabrota wanted to leave, right away. So you are on the bridge, and Jace is getting some rack time, and the ship is fairly quiet. Most of the crew would, of course, at this hour would be sleeping. Some of them may be milling about, either getting something to eat or training. But you are in jump space, and essentially, you're it's really boring to have bridge duty while you're in jump space. Mostly, it is given to maintain a kind of maintain the crew's readiness for when you're not in jump space. Make it a routine that doesn't matter if there's anything there to do or not. You're there, and so most of your sensor, you're basically checking, you're monitoring sensors, and of course outside the ship you're not going to see shit because you're in jump space and there's nothing to see. It's just a multicolored void of hydrogen, and that's it. It is a pocket universe that is created. So most of your attention, of course, would be spent on the internal sensors, which, again, there's nothing really to see because this is your own crew, you would suspect. So, Jace, roll a recon plus intellect check. Or, I'm sorry. Yeah, both of you roll recon plus intellect check.
8.
Pretty good.
Yeah, 4.
Okay. So, Darren, on the bridge, you got a 4?
Yeah.
Wow, that's terrible. Yeah, you don't see shit. You are getting really bored sitting up on the bridge, looking at all these different security cameras going throughout the ship. But Jace, you think that you hear something outside your quarters.
I should go investigate, right?
If that's what you would like to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look around.
So you step out into the corridor, and it, of course, is quiet. These are all staterooms. Anything with a 3 is a stateroom. But you see that this iris door is open into the common area.
Let's go in there and see if there's a snack.
Stepping into the common area on the floor. Where? I know I have it. Where did I put it? Maybe not. That's awful. No, there it is. Oh, that's really big. On the floor, you see the body of Lieutenant Commander Gil Gabrota.
What?
And he has been run through, stabbed multiple times.
Oh shit.
And he's laying in a pool of blood on the floor.
Is there like a call meeting button? Press?
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine there's probably a um, um, there's probably a comms panel.
All right, I'm going to alert somebody as soon as I can. That's a pretty big deal.
Okay. So you get on the comms, and of course, the most obvious thing to do would be to contact the bridge officer on duty. And so,
That's me.
Darren, you get a call in from Jace, and so what is Jace telling Darren?
I found a dead body. Everyone's a suspect.
Is there? Can you tell me who the dead body is?
It's Gabrota.
It's Gabrota. No,
He's been stabbed a bunch.
Isn't he the? Is he the captain of this ship?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. Yeah, he is the highest ranking officer on the ship. His first mate is Lieutenant Avery Ando, who is also on the ship.
And a blade expert.
And a blade expert. That's true.
That doesn't look so good.
Yeah, we should convene convene some sort of meeting.
And vote somebody off the ship.
Vote somebody off the
Vote
ship.
somebody off the ship.
Well,
Get in the airlock.
who's the imposter?
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, where do you want to go from here?
Away from the corpse. Is there a doctor? They're really fucking dead, right? Or did they just die?
You can make a medic plus
Oh,
intellect or education check.
Okay. I have medic at 0. Good for me. Okay, let's see if that. 8.
Okay, so two things that you note. The body is still warm. The blood is still warm.
Okay, I'll do my best.
He has no pulse.
I'll do my best. I'll probably just. Well, if I pump the blood out of him, they'll just pump it out of the holes in him faster. I kind of need help.
Yeah, he's dead. So we need to figure out who could have done this. So
do we have low births in case someone discovers a cure for several stab wounds?
That is a really, I don't think this ship does have low births.
Well, crap. Now we'll never get a chance to discover the cure.
Let's see here. Staterooms 8. It does not.
All right.
I think the idea being the reason why it doesn't have low births is that this thing has jump 5. Yeah, it's J5. So I think the idea is to bounce between fleets so that it can deliver whatever it is that it's delivering, whether that be a package or orders or whatever, and just keep going. They don't generate. Oh wait, maybe they do. Nope, those are sandcaster barrels. I thought maybe in the cargo hold. Nope. There is no. So,
well, I want to go look and see if we can figure out what is going on. Like, is there a weapon? Is there any evidence in the area? I want to investigate the area.
Okay, so you're leaving the bridge and heading to the common room?
Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do.
Okay. As you are heading, so make another recon plus intellect check, Darren.
9.
That's pretty good. You hear these sounds of something, not necessarily a scuffle, but there is the sound of something coming from this stateroom door.
Well, I think I will let Jason know that I'm going to go in the stateroom right there.
So another thing, I don't see it on this map. I'm looking. You probably wouldn't be armed. Your weapons would probably be locked up. Do you want?
Yeah.
Do you want to? I mean, you Darren would have access to the ship's locker. Do
Mhm.
you grab your equipment? I don't see that this ship even has an armory. Um,
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I would want to have some sort of weapon if there was.
okay. What kind of weapon are you grabbing?
I would grab. Let's see.
I
I'd
mean,
probably
you can
grab my.
grab any one, or you can grab your personal weapons if you'd like. I would think that those would be kept close by for
Yeah.
officer
So
on duty.
like a. I'm guessing I have a plasma gun, some sort, like a plasma
A plasma
pistol.
gun? I
I
don't.
mean, not a plasma. Sorry.
A
You're right.
Gauss?
Gauss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
Thank
gonna
you.
say you probably don't want to have a plasma gun in a ship,
Yeah. No, I don't have a fusion gun.
especially one in jump space. That just sounds like a recipe
Yeah.
for disaster.
I meant to say Gauss. Yeah.
And I would think that Jace probably had his weapons locked up in his room. I don't know if Jace would have grabbed anything. I mean, it didn't sound. The sound that Jace would have heard didn't sound like anything in particular. It wasn't. When I say it's not really a scuffle type sound.
Well, I think I got my cool knife tucked in my shoe, maybe.
Your new dagger.
Yeah, that's probably all I got.
Okay. So you have a dagger. So, Darren, you open
I
the
dagger on your own.
you so Jace, you see Darren just up the hall. Probably has his. That's a Gauss pistol, right?
I would assume it would be a Gauss
Yeah,
pistol. Yeah.
yeah. So just up, you see Darren just up the hall. Poke his head in. The door to the stateroom is unlocked, but Darren, you notice that the keypad on the door. So all of these doors have biometric locks for whoever currently is staying in the room. The keypad or the screen for the lock mechanism on this door is all kinds of it's displaying nonsense
Oh,
like
shit.
ASCII characters and it's
Huh.
it's flipping between a whole bunch of stuff.
You want me to fuck with it?
I guess I could do. I could look at that and see if I can figure out what's going on with the computer there.
Sure,
I'll,
go ahead and make a electronics computers plus intellect or education check.
Okay. Ooh, at 12.
really?
Yeah, I do.
Ooh.
There you go.
So, with a roll like that, you have seen something like this before, and I didn't open that book, and I will tell you exactly what it is just as soon as I find it. Let's see, it is to the to the gentleman. If you're watching our Wednesday night game, he brought this up at our Friday night game. Um, he brought up that they may want one of these, and I had forgotten about them. Where is it? Uh, Come on now. No, you pain in my butt. No. Here it is. So you have seen something like this before, you think. It looks like an auto hack has been used on the door. And I will show you what an auto hack is. Blow that up a bit. These things are, I mean, now that you guys are going to know that these exist, you're going to probably want to get your hands on
Yeah.
one. I mean, as soon as I saw it, I was like, holy shit, that's a great idea. and which is why I'm surprised that I forgot about it. All right, so this is an auto hack.
Oh, that's cool.
So this thing basically, you can hold this up to a standard security lock, and it will essentially run through all of the permeations of the uh, basically the backdoor password to get in.
Right. That makes sense. That's cool. So, so somebody used an auto hack on this door, I'll say, and then I'll pull out my weapon and walk in. I guess.
Okay.
Gonna
Okay.
regret this.
You're being brave.
Let me get you guys on the stack. Go. What is Jace doing?
Rooting for Darren did not kick the bucket. I'll be watching from over here, I guess.
Okay. So, Darren, you step in, and you see that there is the body of one the xenobiologist, in fact, that you had met in the bar on Dostoevsky, and she has been run through
Oh shit!
with a bladed weapon of some kind.
Okay, I'm gonna look around and see if there's any evidence of this, of like the weapon or the murderer in this room.
Okay. So if you're looking, so go ahead and make an investigate plus intellect check.
Okay, don't have investigate. So two.
You're gonna ask me for help?
A
I guess I'm not
2.
good.
You find nothing.
Tell me what?
Yeah, if you want to join me, I'd love some help.
So if I don't have it, then it's -3.
Mhm.
Okay, it's a 6. Shit. That would have been a good roll, anyway.
So you look in, and you get in here, and you're kind of looking around. You can, if you want to investigate the wounds on the body. I mean, Jace has already seen, Gabrota. So if you want to investigate this body, Jace, you can get a +1 to your medic plus intellect or education check.
Cool. Um, so that would be 12.
Okay, so, and now I have to find this.
Is there like a red alert button? Mm-hmm.
We could probably use our mobile comms and work.
Yeah, you could probably. Yeah, you could probably do a general alert using your mobile comm. Uh, ta, ta, ta. Trying to see what this would look like. What does it say? So with your 12, you see. So whatever this blade that was used, uh, whatever it is, it seems to be exceptionally sharp. Um, Sharper than like your average dagger or even a cutlass or a blade, and it seems to be a fairly straight weapon. You're not seeing signs of any kind of curvature to the blade or any tearing. This just sliced in like it was butter.
Ooh, that's not good.
Both of you make a recon plus intellect check.
8.
5.
Okay, so Jace is surprised.
Oh, shit.
Both of you roll initiative. 2D plus your intellect or intellect or dexterity, your choice. Ooh, that's gonna be hard to beat.
Oh, shit, Ando.
Yeah. So from the fresher, he was hiding in the shitter.
Mhm.
Let's see. He steps out and is going to make an attack on Darren because Darren was surprised. Darren it won't be able to make a reaction to parry or anything like that, or duck, roll, dodge, whatever.
Yeah.
And he's gonna hit
Mm.
with a +3 to his damage.
Good knowing.
For 16 points of damage to Darren.
Ooh.
Are you fucking dead?
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn.
So it comes off of endurance first, and then comes off of your choice of either strength or dexterity. And whatever's left over goes to either strength or dexterity.
You have 1 dexterity left.
I have 1 dexterity and all my strength left.
Okay. So you are very badly injured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bleeding profusely. And this weapon, he came out and just stabbed you in the back, like all the way through you, and pulled out with a static blade. And he does have a holster on that has a. He is wearing a standard Navy model Gauss pistol, and he then. Let's see. These are 1.5 meters. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 around the corner.
What's that?
You were surprised. So Darren, what would you like to do? I mean, you could, of course, bleed. Now, so you said you've only got 1 point of.
I was wondering if I could patch myself up at all.
No, but Jace could do a medic plus intellect or education check to do first aid on you. There would be a first aid kit in every one of these staterooms.
Use your comms to tell everybody.
Yeah,
that
I'm gonna say on comms that Ando is killing everybody on board.
So get weaponed up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you put out a general alert. Medical and care. You here, have some adhesive bandages. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a there would be tech level 5 improved first aid kit in here. And yeah, if Jace wants to make a medic plus intellect or education check, you'd be at -1 for because all you have is a first aid kit.
Okay. 7.
Oof.
Damn it.
So yeah. So you here you go, buddy. You slap a bandage on there. You spray it. You slap
I
a
didn't
bandage.
make it worse.
No, you didn't make it. Well, you didn't make it worse because you're not performing surgery. But yeah, you spray it with some antibacterial and you slap a bandage on there, and the blood just kind of soaks the bandage through almost immediately.
Fuck. I don't know what to do. I'll try again next round. So I hope someone else kills Ando. I
Ando
don't know nothing else to do.
is going to use his auto hack. Oh, damn it! And I closed that book. Why did I do that? That was stupid. There we go. There we go. All right. So this. I guess he just needs a 4 plus, right? Yes. He got a 6, so the door is unlocked. And he will use his minor action to draw. Of course, he's going to hear the alert go out as well. So he is going to use his minor action to draw his Gauss pistol. Darren, what would you like to do with your bloody self?
I'm going to radio for the doctor on board and see if I can get a hold of them. If so, I'll tell them I'm bleeding out.
I can't remember how many people were on the ship besides us. Is one issue I'm having. That's
So,
something I should know, y'all.
so there would be let's see, what does he? He doesn't have any of that. There would have been Gabrota and Avery. There would be. Let me double check this. So Gabrota was both the captain and the astrogator. There was one other pilot, 2 engineers, somebody down here in engineering doing maintenance with the engineers, and there are 2 gunners aboard. No
no medics.
No medical personnel.
Well, I guess I'm not doing that in that case because I'd know that. In that case, I would say,
Don't you have a gun?
yeah, I'm gonna hand Jace my weapon and say, "Go get him."
Be brave.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's bleeding to death.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lay down on this bed and take a little nap.
Yeah.
I'm feeling taxed. All right, so Jace, you have this. You have a Gauss pistol. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna. Well, let me see. I saw him go towards the bridge, right?
Yes, you saw him go up that hallway.
Okay, I'm gonna aim and hold action, so when I see him, I fire.
Okay, so you are aiming down the hallway.
Mm.
He.
Not murdering another guy. He's unstoppable.
Naval model Gauss. not put that in here. I'm going to assume that it's just a Gauss pistol. AP5 and Auto 3. So from up this way, Jace, you hear the sound of burst fire from an auto pistol, or not from a Gauss pistol, and you hear somebody yell out, and then it's quiet again.
Hmm.
Darren, what would you like to do? Darren,
Hmm.
let me look back in here. What does this say? It says, yeah, first aid kit is better than nothing. Has clean bandages, safety pins, sutures with needle drivers, and basic pharmaceuticals, antibiotics, painkillers, and possibly alcohol to sterilize the wounds. I mean, these are just tech level 5 first aid kits.
Hmm.
You know what, though? I would think, what's this? Make a change. Yeah. Probably this probably wasn't just a first aid kit. I would say this is probably a basic med kit, which is still DM -0. So that would have been successful at 0 at exactly 8. So you wouldn't have gotten anything back. But in here, it says it has a panoply of drugs, antibiotics, allowing medic to practice their art in the field. More advanced med kits can help with more exotic problems or when treating augmented individuals.
Hmm.
Uh, so in here, you do find that there are, in this med kit, you find that there are some drugs.
Oh, nice.
Let me get fucked up.
Yeah, yeah. So, the kind of drugs.
That is what I'm looking at. What is this? Well, there is an adrenalizer, which will allow you to stay awake and alert for 36 hours. And then you're gonna, at the end of that 36 hours, you would take a lot of a big nap.
Yeah.
Roll a d6.
Okay. 5.
Okay. That wasn't a great roll. Well, no, I will say that was a great roll. So you find there is an unmarked vial in this
Unmarked.
med kit, and it is kept away from the other. It is in its own slot. It is away from the other drugs. Like there are panaceas in here. There is the adrenalizer. You know, panaceas, your general. They're not going to interact poorly. Pain meds, things of that nature. This is kept separate from that, and it has its own injector with it, and it's just a small little injector. You just put the vial in and hit it.
Now we're gonna
Yeah. What's the harm? Let's just go for it.
Okay, okay. So you grab this thing and you inject. How long does this take to take effect? Okay, so you suddenly feel very energized. This was a combat drug.
Oh, nice.
You get a +4 to initiative roll, so your initiative goes up to 14, which
Oh,
now
wow.
puts you at the top of the stack next round. And you gain a free reaction every round with no penalty applied, and you reduce all damage sustained by -2 points per attack. Oh, it takes
Nice.
3 rounds for this to kick in after the injection and lasts for around 10 minutes. When the drug wears off, the user is fatigued. Page 80. What does fatigue? Fatigued. Traveler can become fatigued in a number of ways after staying awake for a number of hours greater than his endurance plus 18. After performing heavy labor, after making a number of consecutive melee. So, how long will you be fatigued? It just says the user will be fatigued. A fatigued traveler suffers -2 to all checks until they rest at the referee's discretion. Continuing exhausting work while already fatigued can result in the traveler falling unconscious. Various drugs and treatments can relieve fatigue. I don't know about that, though, considering that this is a drug that caused it in the first place. So,
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
In 3 rounds, he's going to be feeling pretty good.
Good.
So he can get back 2 points. So that would go directly to his dex first.
Okay.
All right, Jace. What are you wanting to do? You just heard a burst of gunfire from a Gauss weapon.
We're gonna go down this hallway and aim and wait for someone to emerge because I just heard the gunshots. I don't know if it's Ando or somebody else.
Right.
So if it's Ando, I'm gonna let loose.
Okay. Forgot what I wanted here. This will do. Down the hallway, you see one of the gunners comes up around the corner.
Do we have like cool hand signals?
Yeah, I mean, Colonial Marines, I'm sure you would.
Okay, cool. So I can point to that room.
Oh, he's going to have a 10 initiative. That's pretty good. So you see him kind of step up and around the hallway, and he is packing a Gauss pistol as well.
Awesome.
Oh, the other thing, when you saw Ando, he was wearing shipboard security armor, as is this guy that you just saw.
Okay.
That gives them +4 protection. So,
Okay.
Darren, this is the first round. So, in 3 rounds, that combat drug's going to kick in. You are currently you've got basically 18 seconds. You're going to have to wait to get crepuscular.
Okay.
So
In the meantime, is there anything that I can really do? Um, yeah, it seems like I
I
gotta
would
just
I would allow you to make another medic plus intellect check to try and patch yourself up if you wanted to.
okay. I'll do that. 7.
So no, you're still failing.
Yeah.
You are still failing to make any progress. Lieutenant Ando. Hmm. Jace, do you have stealth?
No,
Do
but
not.
I'm not like I was not wearing my stuff.
Man, this ship has a lot of shitters. I almost am thinking that this is probably the ship's locker. It just seems like there's an awful lot of bathrooms on this ship.
Yeah.
So I don't know that he's gonna know that you're even there. Let's see. Maybe not. He would know that this guy is here, though. So, with your held action, you see Ando poke out and aim his Gauss pistol down this hallway towards this guy. What would you, with your ready action, what would you like to do?
Hey, not on my watch. Pow, pow, pow.
All right. Gun combat, slug plus dex.
No.
Oh, and you get a +1 because you were aiming.
10.
That is going to hit with a +2 to damage.
I don't remember how much that was.
It is 3D. I believe it's just 3D, but it does have AP. It has AP 3
Okay.
and auto 2. So here they ran into this on Friday night's game. So they kind of changed a little bit the auto fire rules. So if you've got two choices here. You could, well, three choices. You can make a single shot, which would do 3D +2 damage. You could do a burst, which would be 3D +2 plus the auto 2 rating, and it would expend 4 shells in a burst. Or, because it is auto 2, you can make 2 shots. You can just go full rock and roll, and that would be, let's see, 3 times 2, so that would be 6 rounds for full auto. But you get to fire, you get to make 2 different shots, or 2 different attacks.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll go crazy with it.
Okay, so your first one does 3D +2.
Okay. Was the +2 because I rolled 10?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right.
7, 9, 11.
Okay, and it is AP 3. So he's going to take 10. That hurts. And your next shot.
7 plus 14.
Ooh. That is exactly +6, so that is going to be a critical. Go ahead and roll 3D +6. I mean, if he survives this.
18.
18? Holy shit. He does not survive that. He's going to take 17 points, and you mow down Lieutenant Ando.
You fucking hero!
And drop him. So this guy, this other, um, he's one of the gunners. Um, he comes running up, and everybody on this ship except for you guys, the regular, he's one of the regular crew. Um, they all wear a different, slightly different uniform than Marines. So Marines wear a uh, like a maroon colored uniform, whereas Navy wears a dark blue uniform. These guys are wearing an almost black uniform, and that denotes them as being a part of intelligence. And he wants to make sure that you're okay, and wants to know if anybody else was injured, what's going on, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll tell him he's injured, the bodies are found. I need a radio for everyone to know that Ando's dead, though. I don't want other people coming out
Okay,
and shooting anybody on accident.
so he will go work on Darren, and Darren can get 6 points back.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Thinking,
So are you back full, or are you still down some?
I am still down my entire dexterity.
Okay.
Or not in dexterity, endurance. My entire endurance.
So,
uh,
so he patches you up and stabilizes you. You're not going to bleed out, but he really recommends that we're going to have to keep an eye on you because he's telling you you're going to need to get some bed rest the entire trip back because you're going to require surgery. There's still bullet fragments and whatnot in you, and he is not comfortable trying to do surgery. Well, he could do surgery.
ready.
He's got medic 2,
Oh,
so he could do surgery. It
you
depends on
want,
if you feel lucky or not. Because if he gets under 8, that means you take more damage.
Right. Uh, where I'm at right now, I would rather get a real doctor.
Okay, okay. So you're gonna you're gonna get some bed rest and
Yeah.
and whatnot. So Jace, what do you plan on doing?
um, can I search Ando's body for clues about why he went completely insane and murdered everybody?
Well, yeah, you can search his body. He has on him shipboard security armor is what he was wearing, which you already have access to. He also has a naval model Gauss pistol, and he is carrying a static blade. And he has an auto hack.
Okay. I
And that
want,
auto hack is tech level 14.
Ooh, dang.
I'm gonna say dibs on static blade.
You're gonna what?
Say dibs on the static blade,
Okay, yeah, you can take the static blade.
but he doesn't have any like directives or nothing. Doesn't seem like he has anything. He
You
probably wouldn't be carrying around a note like, "Here's where I'm gonna kill everybody," but just on the
you
off chance.
you do find that on his body he has a tattoo. And shoot, I don't. I've heard of these guys, but I don't know if they have an insignia. Let me see.
Can you give me the auto hack?
Yeah, when you're better, just write it down. It's
Let's
yours.
see.
All right.
I'm just making sure I spelled this right. Yes, almost spelled it right. Hmm. I know where I've heard about these guys before. It is so. So more foreshadowing. These guys. So he has a tattoo on him that you recognize as an insignia for um, a terrorist organization called the Ein Gevar.
Okay.
The
So that's
Ein
um,
so the Eingevar are heavily active in the Spinward marches. I mean, that's a long ways from here. So this guy was really in it for the long haul.
Yeah, wow. He
Um,
managed to get up to this level of military
okay.
too.
what rank is Darren?
What's your rank?
My rank is lieutenant.
And what rank is Jace?
Sergeant Gunnery.
Okay, so all right, I have to. Where's my?
I think I'm the same rank as Andy.
Yeah, yeah, which is perfect. Where? Let me find it. So one of the things about this ship is that it has a an intelligence software package, I believe.
Oh wow.
Intellect. It has an intellect software package. It you can't really call it a true AI, but it is similar to in the way that I guess it would kind of be like, Bixby on your Samsung phone, or oops, I talked to it. I, I said the magic word, or Alexa or something like that, and you are resting in you make it to your quarters, and you kind of lay down on the bed, and now's probably not the good time because you did take that combat drug, so you're like, you're
Yeah.
all kind of amped up, and you get a message, a well, you get a private comm message.
Oh wow. Okay.
Da, da, da.
We're in jump space still, right?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
wow.
So it is coming from inside the ship.
Right.
Where is this? Hold on here. Funny, because I went through this, I knew where everything was, and now that I go looking for it, I can't find it. So the message that you get is from the intellect, or the intellect on the ship,
Mhm.
and it is messaging you because you are the next highest ranking officer. It is aware that Lieutenant Commander Gabroda is deceased.
Wow. Okay.
And it is a voluntary mission. It is asking you if you will take over Lieutenant Gabroda's classified mission.
Well, if that gives me the information about what the mission is, then yes, I'm down.
Okay. Why am I not finding? Where is his mission? So the intellect informs you that Lieutenant Gabroda was under classified mission, and it will this accepting this mission means that you will have basically pretty much the highest level of security clearance.
Wow.
The mission is to establish a motive to create a permanent presence for the Imperial Naval Intelligence on Tik-Tik, and to reinforce Imperial Naval Intelligence's case with evidence, falsified or otherwise.
Interesting. Okay.
And that there may be undiscovered, and basically what that falsified or otherwise evidence would be undiscovered rogue planets in an area of space called the Bite. And so there is this area that is essentially it is like a small rift that is difficult to jump through. There's essentially no worlds there, um, and his mission was to set up a permanent Navy intelligence base on Tik Tik, along with the scout scientists and whatnot. And the Navy intelligence is kind of betting on the fact that these scientists from the scout service are pretty much out there. Some of them, the ones that were picked up from Dostoevsky, are more or less kind of like the ancient aliens guys.
Mhm.
Most, they will tell you that it is a fact, and if you dig in too deep, you're like, wait, this is bullshit. Or I mean, maybe it's possible, but it's pretty far out there. And so these guys, they believe that the Tic Tics are actually truly are related to the Droin and to the Chirpers, which gives them a direct link to the ancients. And they believe that in their investigations of the Tic Tics, they have a much more verbal dialect than the Chirpers do. The Chirpers seem to there's no confirmation of this, but they seem to do a lot of their communication through telepathy,
Hmm.
while those on Tic Tic actually speak. And these guys believe in having gone through some of their oral histories, these stories that they tell. They have a story that talked about warring gods that blacked out the eyes of the night. And the scientists believe that this points directly to an ancient weapon that was capable of either destroying or blackening out a star. And of course, naval intelligence, if that is true, they want that weapon. But that's really beyond the scope of this mission. The scope of your mission, if you accept it, is that you need to falsify evidence that these rogue planets from stars that had been blacked out exist in the Bite. And the thought being that on these rogue planets there may actually be an ancient's cache of technology. And so you need to come up with some evidence to prove that.
Whether that is fake or not. Okay.
Right.
So, do we have any? What do we know for like what is the evidence that's collected so far? Nothing, or is this
So if you're accepting this mission, you get all of the data that came in from Dostoevsky, and along with this mission, it says large and powerful organizations like the Imperial Navy try to do the right thing, but sometimes they have to push things to get things started, which is reasoning to make the pill of this mission go down a bit easier.
yeah?
It says xenobiologists have believed that the Tic Tics are a subspecies of chirper. Um, they are obviously there is a difference in their physiology. Tic Tics have adaptations that give them the ability to survive the thin tainted atmosphere of Tic Tic, as well as enhanced linguistic capabilities above and beyond that of chirpers. Um, In addition to more typical usage for language, Tic Tic culture is known for its storytelling tradition. Your mission was to go to, Gabroda's mission was to go to Dostoevsky, pick up a team of linguistic xenosophantologists and psionicists, and bring them to Tic Tic so they can research the Tic Tic's use of storytelling. The scientists in question represent a fringe within the fringe. They believe tic-tics have psionic linguistic links that enable them to orally and psychically connect backwards thousands of generations to their ancient ancestors. If this were true, scientists believe they might be able to delve backwards in time to discover more about the ancients. The Imperial Naval
Nice.
Intelligence is more interested in learning about ancient star-destroying weapons and the possibility that there may be rogue planets in the Outrim Void. If the legends are true, one or more of these planets could contain troves of ancient technology. Likely, this is completely ridiculous, but finding caches of undiscovered ancient artifacts is something the Navy takes seriously.
Did any of the ancient aliens dudes survive?
Yes.
Okay.
He only was able to kill the one xenobiologist, but
Okay.
there were 3 others, and you now know that at least 2 of those, or well, possibly all 3. You don't know who, but you know that they have psionic powers. Now, the reason why that is important is that in the Third Imperium, psionics are illegal.
Right.
And so you now have pretty much proof that the Third Imperium uses psionicis on the down low in their black ops and things like that. It's been long rumored. So there was this event. I forget when it happened, but it was quite a while ago. It might have been just before the Fourth Frontier War, but don't quote me on that. Anyways, the shit hit the fan, and the Third Imperium, whoever was emperor at the time, they got there was a mass hysteria over scions, and so basically the Third Imperium went through and shut down, either shut down or outright destroyed all of the public psionics institutes, and usually rounded up or killed any scions that they found. Now, there have been rumors for a long time that the Third Imperium has their own psionics institutes. And a lot of this has to go in, or is tied to the paranoia about the Jodani and all of that. But there have been rumors that they have their own black sites that are psionic institutes. And this is kind of confirmation of that.
Right. Cool.
You feel good about your job? Yeah.
I'm excited. I get to.
Use that deception skill.
Yeah, exactly.
That also puts
Cool.
you in command of this vessel presently.
Well,
Give me a medal for saving everyone's life.
that's right. Yeah.
I didn't even have armor on.
So
Can I do that?
you could, I mean, you're taking command, so you could put in your log that you are recommending Jace for a medal.
Okay. Why not? Let's do it. Yeah,
Awesome.
Jace saves everybody's life. So, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything more now, right? I'm done.
So, Lieutenant Commander Gabrota was killed. The xenobiologist was killed in here, and in this room, one of the engineers was killed.
Okay.
Is cannibalism illegal? Or do we let them go to waste?
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
So, beyond that, the rest of the week goes by. Actually, look at something here.
We burn the corpses for fuel. I'm just real hung up on what we do with that machine.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a lot of people. Probably space them, frankly.
Yeah.
Stored normally through surgery.
Yeah, we need to go get your surgery side.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says Oh, they changed healing too. So Traveler still has 3 damage characteristics after first aid has been applied. Okay, so you only are down your endurance, right?
Correct.
So you don't require surgery, but you do require medical care. And this guy, throughout the week will be coming in. Restores 3 plus the Traveler's endurance DM plus the Doctor's medic skill. So you can add back to your endurance. Travelers, and your endurance is at 0, right?
Currently, yes.
Okay, so that's -3. So you can add back per day. You can add back 10 endurance points.
Oh, well then I'm full again. I
Okay.
got 8, so yeah.
Okay, so yeah, throughout the week you are able to heal up back to your full. And Jace didn't take any damage, did they?
No.
Okay. And you guys come out of jump. Back at tier, where you were supposed to rendezvous with Bright Light. So this is the tier system. You'll note that it is a binary system. Still got your old ship on there. Where did... You guys were at Caldas. Bet you it's in here. No, it is not in here. Weird. Well, that doesn't really matter. So this is the Tyrian system, and immediately as you come out of jump, you see this unfolding. So Tyr has multiple high ports. Really, Tyr is really one of the more populated and functional systems along the main, and they have been kind of up the Empire's ass about more or less wanting membership in the Third Imperium, and the Third Imperium said, we're not really interested. I mean, we want you to maintain your ports and whatnot, and we're willing to funnel money through that, but that doesn't mean that you're a member world. And so, mostly, there's a lot of reasons for that. Mostly because the primary reason, which is one of your stated mandates in this entire mission, is to maintain neutrality. So if the Imperium were to side with Tyr, that would kind of throw the entire balance of the Sindalian main into question, because the other worlds would be like, wondering what the hell is going on. Why do they get to and we don't, and all of this. But these ships that you see are not Imperial ships. These are Aslan ships. And they are firing on Tyrian Orbital 1. And a message comes through. This is Tyrian Orbital Prime. We are under attack by hostiles from the Glorious Empire. We request immediate assistance. The orbital is about to fall. Repeat, the orbital is about to fall. Initiating evacuation protocols. And then you hear, this is Vice Admiral Ruglin Eo. I insist that you aid us at once. The station is about to fall to heathen aliens. Fire up your weapons and help us run them out of here. The very dust belt is at stake. So this is a vice admiral on Tyrion Orbital Prime, and the reason why Tyrion Orbital Prime gets the Prime designation is that they actually have a shipyard.
Mhm.
And these Aslan ships are going to knock Tyrion Orbital Prime completely out of orbit and crash it into the planet. And you can also see that in this, you can see Bright Light and the Joint Task Force is here. They haven't done anything yet. So what would you guys like to do?
Should we warn Aslan or stand down?
Well, so we are much less capable of battle than the Bright Light.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Bright Light is a what 65,000 ton cruiser. I mean, it is impressive. You guys are what 400 tons?
Mhm.
Yeah, and
No way we'll win.
Yeah, we should radio the Bright Light to find out what is going on, what the orders are.
yeah,
Okay.
this is the Bright Light is Dante High Lightning Frontier Cruiser, 60,000 tons. I mean, she is probably right now. She is probably the biggest ship in the entire Sindalian main. Um, so yeah, you radio over to you're basically asking for orders. I mean,
No, I want to know what they're planning on doing. Are they getting involved or not?
Yeah.
Like what their orders are, not mine. Because I assume that I get to make my own orders now because I'm a Black Ops.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
So that's a good question. So you in space right now, the Glorious Empire has 10 escort ships. Each one carries fighters. There are 4 Helihike class pocket warships, and they each have 10 light fighters. There are 5 Sakai class assault carriers and 4 Awataral class tenders. This is not this is not a small naval battle.
Mhm.
And the Tyrian defense forces have 2 Kasai class destroyers, which are really designed for bombarding a planet. There are 8 system defense boats,
Yeah.
4 Corsairs, 6 armed traders, 18 light fighters, and then of course the top. And then you have your fleet. They the Commodore. Well, initially the Commodore wants to know where Lieutenant Commander Gabrota is, and then says, "Never mind. You are ordered to rendezvous with the Bright Light."
Well, I guess I'll rendezvous with the Bright Light. That's fine with me.
Okay. So Happy sets course to rendezvous with Bright Light, and the question. So he docks with Bright Light. Oh, this is the. Oh no, never mind. That doesn't matter. It's just a deck plane. Um, so so he docks with Bright Light, and you guys are ordered to go to the bridge. Here's a question: are you going to change your uniform
Oh yeah,
from a
yeah,
marine uniform to intelligence?
yeah. I should definitely change my uniform. I think Jace should too.
Serious, sir.
Okay, so you guys are both going to switch into Imperial Naval Intelligence uniforms. And
Mhm.
so you've been ordered to the bridge. And you get on the bridge, and the Commodore turns around and looks at you, and she just kind of has this. She lets out this sigh, and she goes, "What happened?"
Well, I guess I'll relay the information about the lieutenant commander being murdered. uh, by his first mate. And
Are you wearing his uniform with all the holes in it?
He
I
is
hope
wearing his
I hope it's
uniform.
not the one that has the holes in it.
Yeah.
I'm sure he
Still
has
has
multiple
blood stains
uniforms.
on it.
Yeah. Uh,
I'm wearing the Ando one with all the holes in
oh,
it.
right. Okay.
And I have a static blade. Kind of fun.
So, uh, so she is dismayed at the fact that Lieutenant Commander Ando was killed by a terrorist, and she's even more dismayed at the fact that Imperial Naval Intelligence didn't catch that Ando was a part of the Eingevar.
Yeah.
That is concerning. Um, and she says, I would suppose by the way that you're dressed that you've taken over the mission,
That is correct.
and I would suppose that that means that I am still uh, not in the need to know.
That is also correct.
So she is visibly irritated by this.
Mhm.
Come on.
It seems like a bad idea to tell her.
Come on. It's okay.
Mhm.
I just wanted
Yeah,
to
you
say
that's
something.
probably not
Sure.
something you want to. I mean, if that's your secret mission, that's not something you probably want to just be like, "Hey, yeah, we're here to fuck people over and invent evidence." I
Right.
mean, that's the kind of thing that comes out after the fact, many years
Right.
later, and it's like, well, it was what it was.
Yeah.
So she says, "What is your recommendation then, Lieutenant?"
Um, I, uh, I suggest we continue on to Tic Tac.
While all those people are being killed, do we have any way of playing the battle?
Do we have? Yeah, that's a good question. Should we worry about this? Um, I mean, I would assume that we would worry about
Well, we
uh,
don't want to lose Tyrion Orbital Prime,
period.
because that high port allows the Empire to repair and refit ships as they travel up and down the Sindalian Main. It is. Hold on, I will tell you. Oh, wait. I think I have it right here. Oops. So yeah, tier is these are Class A starports, and tier
Yeah.
is a let's see, let's see. So they are tech level 11. So I mean,
We could intervene. Um, I would recommend against intervening militarily. I would think that just a warning would be sufficient from our ship. Just the bright light here. But
probably.
yeah, I don't know if we want to go attacking the Glorious Empire right now.
Okay. So she says, comms are yours. Which of you wants to make your warning? How do you want to make your warning? I mean, do you want to just get on the comms and tell the evildoers to stop doing all that evil, or do you want to fire shots across their bow?
I think warning shots are silly. So let's just tell them that if they don't stand down, we will in fact fire.
Okay.
That they have made their point.
Go ahead and make a persuasion plus social check.
Okay. Let's see. That's 10.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That is pretty good indeed. So the Glorious Empire at this point would have scanned the bright light. Um, it says, just out of curiosity, I want to see how big. What's their biggest ship?
Hmm.
They have. Assuming that this is going to be in Ships of the Reach. I might be wrong though. Aslan High Guard. What is this thing called? It is called. Of course, a word that I. Oh. A word I can't. Fucking Aslan words, man.
Yeah.
They are nigh impossible. Starts with an E. These are supposed to be destroyer escorts? There's a tender. Yep, here it is. So their biggest ships are 800 tons.
Wow.
And they have. Well, they got 10 of them. So, 800. 10 800-ton ships is not anything to sneeze at. I
Yeah.
mean, probably don't want to piss them off too much, but they've got 3 triple turrets with pulse lasers, 3 triple turrets with missile racks, and 2 triple turrets with sandcasters. Their lead ship radios back that basically stating the Harriet has, or not the Harriet, the Empire has no beef with the Imperium. Stand down.
I guess I'll say we need this orbital to remain in orbit. Please honor this our use of this facility, or we will.
You're making beef with the
Yeah,
Imperial.
or you. Yeah, that's right. Or you're making.
Okay. Go ahead and make another persuasion plus social check.
Okay. Ooh.
You need to add a lie in so you can do.
Well, that's 7. So.
Oh, well.
Okay. They cut the comm signal and continue their attack.
All right.
They're doing it?
I guess I'm going to recommend to the Commodore that we attack.
Okay.
We can't just say that we're going to and then not do it.
That's true. So, I mean, so these are your weapons over here under Frontier Cruiser. I mean, how serious of a warning shot do you want to make? I mean, you can fire that particle accelerator spinal mount if you'd like.
Yeah, let's take out their lead ship with the. Let's see.
The spinal mount?
The spinal mount? Yeah, we could do it with the spinal mount probably.
Okay,
probably take them out.
Let me. You will get the. You guys will get the honor of being the first players in any of my games to fire a spinal mount weapon.
Hooray!
Yay!
Does it shoot vertebrae?
So what does that mean? Let's see here. So, spinal mount weapons suffer a DM -4 when attacking targets of 10,000 tons or less, and a -8 when attacking targets of 5,000 tons or less. Oh, spinal mount weapons cannot attack targets of less than 2,000 tons. Okay, so that rules out the spinal. because these guys
Okay.
are 800 ton. Their lead
Yeah,
ship is 800 tons.
I was just
But
gonna say maybe we
Never
can.
mind.
I mean, if you want to take out their lead ship, I mean, there are 24 small missile bays.
Yeah, that should be enough.
Um,
The
yeah. These are small, so
hubris to fucking shit talk us in such tiny shit.
Yeah,
My goodness.
so a missile bay is packed full of launchers. The missile bay can unleash salvos of warheads at a target, overwhelming its active defenses. A small bay fires 12 missiles at a time. So, I mean, 12 times 24. You're talking about oops, fuck, a big number.
isn't that 288?
288 missiles. Yeah, is that what you want to do? Aiming
If
for
we're,
the lead ship.
yeah, we just want to take out the lead ship. So whatever, I would probably balance whatever we could take out
I
with that.
mean, 288 missiles seems like overkill.
Yeah, a
Um,
little bit. Yeah,
what if you fired on two ships? I mean, that's 144 each, which is
yeah,
probably
we could
still
split it to two ships.
yeah, that's probably still overkill. But yeah, spread that love.
Yeah,
So
I'm assuming we have good gunners.
oh yeah, well, I mean the
They're a marine ship.
I could hop on too though.
so missiles work a little bit differently, but let's first of all let's look at see. So your sense ops technician does get a target lock, and they fire the missiles. They are currently at very long range, which means they will take 4 rounds to impact the target. Now the question is, do they detect? They do detect the missiles. Well, one ship detects the missiles. What about the other one? The other one does not detect the missiles. They are going to do point defense. 171. Does he have beams? He has pulse lasers. Okay.
How many pulse lasers do they have?
He has 3 triple turrets, so 9 pulse lasers, but he gets to make 3 attacks.
Right.
So I think the first one is a bust. I'm just looking to see how does this work. So gunner must succeed on gunner turret check against any missile salvo that is about to make its attack roll. The effect of the check will remove that many missiles from the salvo. Okay, so that is a bust. Second one, so that's 143 missiles left. 142 missiles left. So is that right? If the effect of the check will remove that many missiles from the salvo. A turret equipped with 2 lasers provides plus one, DM plus 1 to this check, while a turret equipped with 3 lasers will be a DM plus 2. So, okay, so 144, 138 missiles are going to hit. And so, you guys, let me see here. Missiles. A weapon, spinal mount, missile. These are standard. They are smart. What does smart give them? Does want to tell me. I think it's a +1. So one of you roll 2d +1.
I got 3.
Oh shit. Okay. Shit. What does that mean? They detected the missile launch. So it is not successful. The missiles miss.
Oh no.
Okay. All right then. So then what does impact dogfighting? Oh, and you would have got another +1 for or +2 for sensor lock. So, but that still only makes it 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So, those missiles miss. Who wants to make the 2d plus uh 2d +3 for the other target that doesn't know that the missiles are coming?
I'll do it. Um, 9.
Okay. So, do not apply the effect of the attack roll. Instead, any damage is multiplied. So, in this case, it'd be by ×1. But that's still going to be retarded. So, roll 4d, and let's see what this damage looks like.
Eight.
Okay. So that's 1,152 points of damage.
Wow. All right.
Oh my god, and that second cruiser, or that second escort ship, does not have any armor.
Oh wow.
And it only has 288 hull points. So Jace's missiles slam into this escort ship, and you just see this whole thing just go up in a massive, just a sudden massive fireball, and then it, because of the lack of air in vacuum, it collapses back down in on itself, and there's nothing left. I mean, it's gone.
Right. Fucking hero missiles. Now it's done.
Your comms are coming alive from the Glorious Empire's lead ship.
I'll take the comms.
You're gonna be like, that was me.
And there's this Aslan commander that, you will rue the day that you got involved and decided to protect the curs and of the planet Tyr. And you can see on your sensors that the Glorious Empire's ships are now turning and leaving. They are moving away and have stopped their attack.
Nice.
Mission accomplished.
Uh,
Are you just gonna be like, okay, and then hang up?
I guess I'll say let's see.
That's what you get.
That's what you get for messing with us, I guess. I don't know. Or for ignoring us. I think
for ignoring it. Yeah, you hung up on me.
Yeah.
the next call that comes in is actually from Tier Orbital Primary, um, and it is this individual. And he comes on, he says, excellent show, excellent show. Thank you for coming to our aid. We always knew that the Imperium was our friends and that there was no need for any hostilities, and that we always knew that the Third Imperium would have our back.
Well, don't get us wrong. The reason we saved your orbital is because we need to be able to use it.
I just put it right out there. We only kept you alive because we fucking need you.
I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be so blunt.
Yeah, you don't have any persuade, and you got a bunch of deception. So you should have been like, "Yeah, we totally care about you, bro. We're like best friends."
Yeah, but
That's
you
right.
don't necessarily want them to believe that. But I mean,
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral here. That's what I'm trying to be. I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, bro, it's totally neutral. We would have done it for anybody because we're just like really good guys.
Ah, yes, that's the way to go.
All right, there you go.
So he, more or less, kind of scoffs at your response, and he says, "Well, Tier Orbital Primary is going to be undergoing repairs, but you and your fleet are welcome to dock at any of the other stations that are available, and there are several. I mean, there are numerous orbital stations around Tier, and so he gives you guys clearance to dock, and the Commodore gives the command to Helm to make docking preparations, and the planetary starport is already sending you invitations to join in a victory celebration.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, yeah.
And the the Commodore's kind of rolling her eyes, and she's like, "So much for staying neutral."
Yeah.
I swear to God, all my shit got wonky on here. Oh no, there it is. Not really where it's supposed to be, but so this is the Tier main world that you see as Happy brings you down. It is a fairly green world. Not a lot of water, but enough. And it is a fairly nice world. And as you come into the starport, you you see that there are a number of statues and things of that nature that are set up that are distinctly not from Tyr. Like there is a statue, a 30-foot tall statue outside the starport that is actually a statue of one of the Depressian heroes. And the Depressian crew members that you brought aboard are really kind of agitated by this. They're grinding their teeth. But everywhere that you see everywhere that you pass in the starport, there are things that have been stolen from other worlds that are on display. And it's kind of like a display of their prowess and their wealth. And this goes back to the Tyrian lordships, which more or less they're not supposed to officially exist, but it's not like in a lot of cases it's not like Tyr got the memo. But when you get out to the victory celebration, they already have the Tyrian flag up next to the sunburst of the Third Imperium, and news stations all over are touting, this newfound friendship between the Third Imperium and the government of Tyr. And so you guys will be on Tyr for the next, probably next week. and we'll pick that up next week. You can decide what it is you want to do throughout that week, and we will pick up there.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
I will allow both of you to make a roll 2D plus your education.
11.
You got an 11?
Yeah.
So you can gain a new skill at rank 0, or you can raise a skill that you have that is at 0 to 1.
I got 3.
I got a rock. You don't get anything.
All right.
Mark, what was the skill that we needed that we didn't have? There was something.
Recon, Vaxu, athletics, dexterity is a good one. If you ever want to throw a grenade, athletics, dexterity is an excellent one to have.
I do have athletics. Maybe. Well, let's see.
You could throw that dagger too.
I could just raise my recon too. That seems like it would be. Oh, it was stealth.
Oh, it was stealth. That's right.
I'll give myself
Stealth is a good one,
0. Okay, that's what I'll do. You survived. That's what you
I
got.
survived. That's
Yeah.
really great.
After getting stabbed with a stab blade.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we'll pick this up next week at 7 o'clock on Wednesday night. Hopefully, we'll have. It would be nice if we had Glenn back, and I don't know. Cross your fingers that Wes will be out of the institution.
Yeah, I think so. Thanks so much.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
thank you.
Have a good night, guys.